Well, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're joining us from. It's a Monday and a very exciting day at that. I'm Edith Sidondo. I am a certified money coach, founder and CEO of Profit Acumen, a money coaching firm. We are here on the Candid Money Talk, episode 35. Very excited. We are coming to the tail end of 2021, and we've kept pace on this pace. And each time I get the feedback of what these sessions are doing to people, bringing a sense of awareness, sensitivity on the money space, it's ideally achieving what it's meant to do. And I'll put something on my screen. This is a continuation of a topic that we've been covering for the last now 5 days. And it all began with the question of how can I begin to take more control of my finances and not feel like I'm on a hamster wheel where things are just happening around money and I'm not in control. How can I begin to take more control of my finances? And ideally, what that question is asking, how can I be in a state of financial well-being where things just don't happen? I have control over my day-to-day, month-of-month finances. I have the capacity to absorb a financial shock. And I'm on track to meet my financial goals. Ideally, that means I've defined my financial goals and I'm on track to hit that success number. Then I'm on track to have the freedom to live in choice, the financial freedom to live in choice. So that is a state of financial well-being, having a holistic picture of how your finances are playing out. For this to happen, you need to have a solid base of your overall financial well-being, which is driven by these 5 pillars. So we are on pillar number 2, financial conscious. And on that pillar, we're looking at the 8 money archetypes. Yeah, the 8 money archetypes that can get you, if you can name the archetype, know what is in play, and correct course so that the archetypes that drive your money behavior lead you to a state of being deeply conscious and aware of your inner and outer money dynamics. Then it means you're on track to a state of financial well-being. And that is what money coaching does. Money coaching unearths the hardwired patterns that drive your money behavior, brings them to the fore, and takes you through the process of change to get your desired patterns that are aligned to where you want to go as regards your money dynamics. So we started looking at these archetypes. And so far, we've looked at the innocent, we've looked at the warrior, we've looked at the martyr, and the victim. And today, we look at the creator artist and the fool money archetypes. How do they come about? And when we talk about the full money archetype, the fool plays by a different set of rules. It's more or less, sometimes I begin to feel like the fool has no rules, where they deal with money more like gambling. Yeah, the fool is always looking for a windfall of money. Yeah, so they look for deals. Yeah, where can money be made quickly? And with that, they take financial shortcuts. Yeah, so you find when we find these quick win schemes, the fool can easily be lured to them. They don't look at the consequences, whether this is the right thing to do right now. They can easily take their whole savings and put into this scheme in the name of making more money. So you find sometimes in this process, fools win. They win because they are willing to throw the dice. They are willing to take chances. They are willing to give it a chance. They are willing to explore. So sometimes they win. And you find that this fool is often a combination of the innocent and the warrior. If you remember, the innocent archetype is the archetype that buries their heads on the sand, doesn't want to look at the details of things and and to analyze, do analysis paralysis. The fool does not get into that. And the fool looks for opportunities, and that is what the warrior does. So it has a combination of the innocent and the warrior. So like the innocent, the fool is judgment impaired and has difficulty seeing the truth in things. Yeah, but they look for adventure. They look for adventure with money. So in the process, because they put their money without clarity of the important details, you find they are restless and they are undisciplined on their decision making around money. And with that, they become financially responsible. They work on impetus and have this sometimes false optimism that things will somehow play out and work out. And because for them, money is more something that is a windfall for gambling, they often become overly generous with it and happy-go-lucky. They look for things that excite the emotion, adventurous, and they are happy to keep trying and to keep adventuring in life. So that's the fool. They live for today, tomorrow will sort itself out. So often you find that when we are in this situation we are in, where we have a pandemic and we are in sometimes a state of financial crisis, the full archetype will keep trying. They like the game of money. They are opportunistic and do not like to miss out on opportunities. The thing is, sometimes the thing they call opportunities are not opportunities in themselves. So more often, these opportunities tend to go in a mess. And because they do not practice discernment, they find they go in the same mess. They fall into that mess. We always need to do some groundwork and research when it comes to money, because money is a core survival issue. It's not something we can just flip it away and keep throwing it on things that you're not clear about. So with the full archetype, you find that is what it leads you to do. And sometimes you stop and ask yourself, how did I get into that? But then you find you get no answer. You fall again into that prey of playing with your money in a messy way. And often you find this fool is on the driver's seat, but because you're not aware of it, you can't name it. You don't know how to deal with it. You keep taking yourself there into a foolish, using the lack of a better word, into a foolish situation with your money. And the cycle goes on. So that's the full money archetype. Then we have the creator artist. For the creator artist is more on an artistic path, on a spiritual path. You know, the way the artist discerns within when they're drawing or they're doing their work, that is the space that the creator artist money archetype takes you. So highly artistic, spiritual, and often find living in the material world difficult, and frequently have a conflict, a love-hate relationship with money. They love money for the freedom it buys, for the ability it gives you to live in choice, but within it, they're equally conflicted. Yeah. So they have little or no desire to participate in the material world. So they want a lot of money. But again, within them, there is conflict on the process of getting that a lot of money. So they overly identify with the interior world and may even despise those who are living in the material world. They more or less buy into this thing of money. A part of them buys into this saying that money, having a lot of money, is evil. So they find conflict with the dealing with or exposing themselves to a lot of money. So they have these negative money beliefs around money. Negative belief about materialism only create a block, which keeps creating a block in their dealings with money. So in this space, where we are in this crisis season, you'll find that they'll yes, agree, I need money, but they'll not go out of their way to actually seek it. Do not have a lot of love for money. Always find a reason as to why where they are at is the right place. I don't need much, statements like that. I don't need so much of what I have is enough. Yeah. So they can do more, but hold themselves back from doing more. So they need to find a sense of right alignment with money and the rest of the world, because money is probably one of the most powerful tools that we have. So we can't afford to get conflicted with it, because with a lot of money, we can do a lot of good. With a lot of money and with good values, we can do a lot of good. We can make decisions. We can make change. We can influence lives. So when you have the creator artist money archetype coming in play within you, then you find it equally curtails how much you can do. Yeah. It equally curtails how much influence you can make. So the creator artist money archetype. So when you look at these money archetypes, they actually come into play. They take a driver's seat in our lives. How much I felt a new breath in me when I discovered the archetypes that were sabotaging me, that were coming in on my money journey, and how liberating it is to now be more in control and to be able to speak to the archetype and direct it to where I want it to be and not the other way around. So it's a very exciting process. And I can't let go before speaking to you about the Christmas offer that we have, the Christmas value pack for the money journal. The money journal has the 5 areas you need to thrive on when it comes to your money dynamics: the creative flow, the money boundaries, the money obligations, opportunity fund, and the giving fund. All these 5 areas, you have guided notes and empty pages for you to journalize in a guided manner so that you can begin that process to elevate your own financial well-being. So it's an essential hands-on guide for you and your money. So be sure to take advantage of this offer. Get 2 for 3,000 shillings and get 20 copies. And if you get 20 copies and above, you get free 2-hour training on money matters. How exciting is that? Then the Money Coaching Hub, our sessions for Q1 2022 are out, and you need to register and be part of this club. In this forum, it's an online collaborative learning space for professional women in business and employed, and we tackle money themes every quarter. Our theme for Q1 2022 is Attract Your Desired Income, and we meet every first Friday of the month, or online 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. So be sure to take a slot so that you are part of this transformative group of women who are very intentional to make it different on their money matters. Don't forget to grab a copy of your ebook. Ebook is a simple start guide to elevate your financial well-being. On this link of where you'll find this ebook, you'll also find a link for you to book your discovery call. Your discovery call is that beginning process for you to start your core process where you'll unearth the hardwired patterns that drive your money behavior. So this process starts with a discovery call, the process of discovering your money archetypes and how they are connected to your day-to-day interaction with your money. So be sure to book your discovery call. In that discovery call, you'll answer a questionnaire, you'll do your money archetype quiz, and the process begins from there. So be very intentional about your money. You can't afford to start a new year with doing the same things and expecting things to be different. Something needs to change. And that which needs to change is for you to take up an intentional journey to transform your money dynamics. So I'm glad we've had this session, and I look forward to the next session, episode 36. Here we've just had our episode 35, very exciting. Let's see you in episode 36. Share your comments, your likes, your views about what you'd like us to share on this forum so that we make this forum very engaging and a purposeful forum for you to make a change. See you in episode 36. Bye for now.